Oh hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Wondering if I'm sick or not. A little bit of sick, but we can get this. So please subscribe to my channel, Kyle Manalo, and to my two other channel. Subscribe to Kyle Gaming Stick Animation Shorts, and like all my videos at Stick Animation Shorts, and to my two other channel at Kyle Manalo here. Call my videos in Kyle Gaming. Let's get on to it.
What's going on, guys? Have you not? Back to the video. Today we're going to be talking about 15 things noobs do in Clash Royale, Part 2. If it wasn't for you guys, Part 2 would probably never be a thing.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's because Part 2 was kind of created by the comments in Part 1. So, thank you. Also, yes, the November giveaway is still going. I just haven't mentioned it much, but yes, it ends at the last day of this month. All you gotta do is comment down below and like the video, and you're entered. So, with that being said, let's get right into it. Placing the graveyard directly on the center of a tower. If you don't use the graveyard much, you've probably done this mistake a few times. But one of those skeletons will activate the tower, just so you know. The graveyard's radius is just too damn big. That's what she said. But anyways, one of those skeletons will get distracted by the king tower instead of attacking the tower beside him. It's simple graveyard knowledge. So, if you didn't know, now you know. Using a pretty old deck, because you remember that one time it took you from 2k to 3k. That good old excuse to use an outdated deck. It's okay to use old decks, okay? Some of them still work, and if you look at bait decks, they pretty much haven't changed for the past 2 years. So, yeah. But sometimes you gotta drop your favorite deck and go bigger. If a deck brought you from 2,000 trophies to 3,000 or even 4,000, what makes you think it's gonna work forever? You should already know by now that after a certain trophy point, decks change. The meta is variable depending on where you are in those arenas. And the last arena, well, that's one huge arena. So the deck that took you from 2k to 3k might not work after 4k, you know? Wasting elixir. The only time you should ever waste elixir is if you're trying to cycle a low elixir card or trying to bait the enemy. But dropping a giant alone because you need to cycle through your P.E.K.K.A to start a push on the other side? No! Splitting pushes is okay, you know, it works sometimes, but this is not splitting pushes, okay? Dropping a high elixir card on the other side just to waste elixir, just to burn it, that probably isn't a smart move, okay? Judging another player's skill by trophies. It's pretty common for someone to associate trophies with skill, but that simply isn't a viable judgment. When it comes to Clash Royale, you don't really have to push to be a good player. You could probably just want to do grand challenges or be good at war or, you know, moral of the story, trophies don't equal skill. Look at me, for example. I'm only at like mid 4k, but I'm a beast. Okay, maybe not. Creating a deck evolving around many win conditions. Yeah, you might have 4 cards that may do so much damage and might win the match for you, but you completely forgot about support troops and defense. In a deck, you only really need 1 or 2 win conditions. It's not about having 4 or 5. And if your deck is all about those win conditions, it probably won't do good because you're so focused on getting that deck.
I'm sleepy. I'm just gonna sleep for a second. Okay, let's go.
Tower. Your deck is
Sleepy.
pretty much gonna be useless because all you wanted to do was just get the tower. So yeah, try and not have so many win conditions in a deck. Picking all the powerful cards in a draft challenge. There is no correct way to play Clash Royale, but I can assure you picking the cards you think are powerful is probably not the best idea. You're gonna have to strategize with your head what will work with the half deck you chose, and how it's gonna counter the enemy's cards. I know you can't see your entire deck, but those first 4 cards are crucial to a nice battle. So don't just pick the most expensive ones or the most OP ones, because sometimes picking that lame card will probably save you a match. Playing the first card. This one isn't a noob thing if you don't do it, okay? So if you don't do it, calm your tits, calm your whatever you have, just, it doesn't mean you're a noob, okay? But I decided to include it because it does help you a ton. This really depends on the situation, but in my opinion, over 90% of the time it helps to wait and see what they drop first instead of going first. I'm not exactly sure how common this is at 3,000 trophies, but after 4K and even 5K and 6K, players will want you to drop your first card, but don't fall for it. Playing swarms in front of a splash attack card. You know, I'm guilty of this too sometimes, but you should know by now that placing light troops on a Valkyrie is a waste of time, a waste of elixir, and a waste of everything that exists in the universe. And also, doing the same thing in front of a wizard will get you the same results. Support decks in 2v2. Don't get me wrong, if you and your partner make a nice combo and it works, go at it. No one's stopping you. If it works, right? But some people believe that if you bring a heavy golem deck and your partner brings just all spells and all trash cards to support your deck, that it's gonna work. But no, it's not gonna work. If one person can't properly defend a push because his only use is support, that 2v2 match will probably end up in a loss. Playing too rough on a person because he's lower level than you. If you're at 4K trophies and see a level 10 and you're level 12, chances are he's probably better than you because he's level 10 at the same trophy range as you. So what makes you think this match is gonna be easy peasy? No, of course that isn't. But I'm guilty of this too. Every time I see a level 11, I'm like, you can't beat me, what are you talking about? And then 2 seconds later, he's the one laughing, not me. So don't underestimate a person that is lower level than you. Trying to take out a Tesla with spells. Well, I'm not trying to rain on your parade, but it won't work. I think everybody has already knew this, but the title of the video is Things Noobs Do. So yeah, the only time you should do this is if you're gonna plan ahead, like dropping a hog first and then a fireball because you know damn well the hog will activate the Tesla. Then you can go ahead and do it because you know what you're doing. Other than that, if the Tesla is not activated, there is no way in hell you're gonna take off some HP from that tower. Trying to build elixir with the pump when you know damn well they have a rocket. This is one of those situations where you have to change your strategy up a bit. But some people don't, they just keep dropping the elixir collector and boom, there goes the rocket. The correct way to handle this situation is use your head. You gotta use the elixir pump as a bait for the rocket. Because then when you don't want him to use the rocket on your push, whatever push you have going, you can lure that rocket onto a useless elixir collector and boom, good job. And finally, on to the last one is practicing in training camp. I don't know how many times I'm going to mention this one, but training camp is not a place to train. I don't know how low you are in trophies, but it doesn't matter. This won't work anywhere. Unless you just started the game, which you'll be forced to use it, but yeah, that's different. So guys, I think that should be it. If you guys want to see a part 3, just let me know down below.
I think that should be it, guys. I hope you like this video. See you guys next time.